Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today, for you guys, this is another reaction video. Now, you're probably seeing this while I'm actually in Disney World, Florida. And the reason why we're reacting to this video here, which is the Splash Mountain ride at Magic Kingdom in Florida, is basically for a few reasons. One, I like this channel, 4K Walt Disney World 4K WDW. Great channel. I'm going to have a link for his channel, or her, I guess, down in the description down below. I don't know if it's a dude or a girl. I think it's a dude. I don't know. But, yeah, I really enjoy his content. Really good stuff. And, yeah, good Disney World videos for sure. Second reason is because, Splash Mountain at Disney World, if you're not in the know, it's not there anymore. It's no longer here. It's completely gone. And that sucks. We can argue for days as of why. I blame it on stupidity, but just not knowing what the ride and film is, but also just, stupid classic Disney. I love Disney World. Disney as a company, kind of dumb sometimes, and this is one of their more stupider things to take rid of this ride. No doubt the Princess and the Frog thing is going to be great, but yeah, anyway, Splash Mountain was one of my favorite rides of all time. I rode it with my dad all the time. And it's a classic, so I'm reacting to the official ride experience in 4K, probably just 1080p for my sake. But anyway, let's do this again. Subscribe to myself, subscribe to 4K Walt Disney World. Link for his channel will be down in the description down below. Very excited to check this out. And I'll kind of be telling you guys, some stuff along the way. So this is in, I believe, Frontier. No, I'm sorry, Frontier or Adventureland. I think it's Yeah, it's in one of them. I think it's Frontierland. And, I mean, this is just an iconic look. I mean, you just see that tree stump at the top. You know it's Splash freaking Mountain, you know what I'm saying? And, it really sucks that it's gone. At least, I'll have to update you guys, YouTube Shorts. I don't know if you've already seen that. I don't know when this is going up when I'm in Disney. Presumably there's going to be cranes and stuff everywhere. I don't know. But, it does kind of suck that the ride has to go. Disney has so much room. And, of course, they choose to, not make a new ride in another spot. Oh, I don't know. New Fantasyland? Huh? I don't know. A lot of people are very mad. I am too. We're not talking about the madness. We're talking about how great this ride is. Again, I can make a video based on, oh, it's racist, or oh, it's not. I don't think it is racist. I think Disney's just stupid in that regard. But this is still a great ride, and it's a great shot. It's a very well shot video. 4K WDW, man, he does a great job with all of the videos, whether that be ride-throughs or park walkthroughs, stuff like that. I mean, I haven't watched every video, but he does a great job. You know what I mean? Like when I'm not in Disney and I'm missing it, or I just want to watch something because I'm bored, I always usually turn up 4K Walt Disney World. And yeah, man, so this ride kind of has a very strange atmosphere to me, because when I was a kid, 50-foot hill was a big boom thing, and they even have it right there in the corner. There's a little sign there. And yeah, I mean, when I went to Universal, my aunt and uncle, there was, I think, a Jurassic Park / Jurassic World ride that was like 80 feet, and I didn't know that. So that was fun to find out the first time. But Splash Mountain is just, not only is it a great ride, it has a great story, great theming, great atmosphere, good lore. It's based on a film, so I guess that's something. There's a lot of cool stuff in there as well. But also, there's just this fun time I have with my dad. I mean, we go and we ride this thing all the time. And, obviously my dad, is still here. But it just sucks that, like, we can't ride it anymore. I mean, my mom would never want to ride it. She's like, oh, I don't want to get wet. I don't like getting splashed. And I'm like, if you ride on the front row, you don't get splashed that much. You know what I mean? It's not that bad. And then I say that, and then I come off the freaking ride with, like, my whole butt, my whole back soaked with water. My shoes, my socks are wet. But, thankfully, because this is in Florida, and it's normally 90 to 100 degrees when we go, it's going to be hot in July. Thankfully you kind of dry off pretty quick, but yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's a really fun ride. Now, the story regarding this is basically Brer Rabbit wants to go on an adventure. He kind of find adventure, you know what I mean? That's what he wants to do. And with this, he kind of goes on, and it's an ad. Look at that. We're gonna mute you, stupid, whatever your name is. Auto-rater, it's easy. Alright, Chuggy Extra Refreshers Spearmint. It hits different, motherfudger. Alright. So with this ride, basically you have Brer Rabbit who's trying to, like I said, find adventure, and throughout the entire ride, you know, he wants something more in life. He just wants to kind of get into trouble and just kind of have some fun. That leads to many different shenanigans that are happening, and then of course, as you'll see by the end of the ride, I'm not really gonna say spoiler alert because this is a really freaking old ride. But at the end of the ride, Brer Rabbit kind of realizes, you know, hey, I kind of messed up, and home sweet home is the lesson today. You know, what I mean, there's no better feeling than home type thing. You could argue, you know, oh, there is some goodness in adventure, but in this case, the message is that, you know, sometimes you bite off more than you can chew, and you learn your lesson. And Brer Rabbit is very tranquil and happy at his own house. And with that, you get hills, you get Brer Fox, you get Brer Bear. It's really cool, unique world building. This you really haven't seen, you know, especially when this came out during the time. So yeah, I mean, you know, waiting in line, it's not bad. You know what I mean? I think you look at this and you're like, oh my god, these people are playing games on their phone. You know what I mean? How bad is this gonna be? It's not that bad. Mainly because I'm a Disney person and I just don't mind the waiting. But you know, if you get a good day, it won't be a long line. Or if you get a fast pass or whatever the hell, Genie Plus, whatever the heck it's called, you know, I don't know if you get. I don't think you have to pay for this one. I don't know how that works. You maybe do, but with that system in play, it's not too bad. I do think we should go back to the fast passes where they were free and paid for. But what are you gonna do? You know, I'm not Bob. I'm not one of the Bobs. So there you go. Brer Fox, Brer Rabbit, Brer Bear. Good stuff. Now, this is a longer line, normally around 70 to 80 minutes, depending on, you know, what you want to do. Normally 70, not necessarily quite 80 or 100, but sometimes the wait, you know, can get pretty long, especially in, you know, summertime, especially when we're going. Now, of course, it's not out, and you can't ride it anymore, which sucks, and that's, again, one of the main reasons why I'm reacting to this, because if I was in Florida, which I am by the time this goes live, I would have ridden it already, you know what I mean? So I can't ride it. So, this is my excuse. Now, this is the moment where you see the train come in. You're still in the line at this point. You're almost to the ride. But in this line here, you actually see, you know, that normally there would be a train. I think it's actually operational now. But yeah, it's the Walt Disney World Express, whatever you want to call it. And it basically takes you across the different lands and all of that. It's a pretty cool train. You know, you can go on there and go to Fantasyland or wherever. Attention, 50-foot plunge ahead. Splash Mountain is a turbulent flume adventure with high speeds, heights, sudden drops, and stops. Oh boy, you may get wet. And you may exit. Yeah, so normally my mom and dad, we would go in the line, and this is where it gets a little bit cold, you know what I mean? You get that cold air. The walls are nice and cold. Just great theming all around. You see the tree barks and the whatever. There's a little silhouette. I think Brer Frog is there. Good stuff. And then, you know, there's a scene here where we're kind of walking up, and my dad and I go to the right. My mom also goes to the right, but she kind of crosses over. She never rides the ride. She just kind of stays with us in the line type thing. Again, sometimes you don't get wet. Sometimes you get absolutely freaking soaked. It just depends. You know what I mean? That's all it is. One time I think we rode it in the rain, but there's going to be a story here I tell you. Toward the end of the ride, we actually got stopped on this ride for, I'd say, almost an hour. And that's not too bad, right? Like, oh, that's not too bad. What are you freaking pansy? That's not the reason. The reason why we got stopped for nearly an hour, it might have been actually over an hour, is because there was some guy, and I don't want to say what ethnicity he was, but him and his buddies were making some trouble. You can't run away from trouble, ain't no place that far. And he was up to no good, so to speak. No one was hurt, obviously. You know, it wasn't like a effing killer. But you know, he was kind of, maybe he was drunk or just plain stupid. You get that too. There's a lot of stupid people in this world. Yeah, it's a really funny story, and I'll remember that for a very long time. But yeah, man, these memories are just, man, I wish Disney wasn't so stupid. You know what I mean? If only they didn't cower to the people on Twitter and say, you know what, this ride is racist, let's remove it. It's the movie, not racist either. Guess what? It's called a period piece. That's a genre in film. But anyway, here we go. Last chance to exit. So this is where my mom would leave. You know what I mean? This is where she kind of leave and say, all right, have fun. Get wet. Get bent. And I'll see you later. Bye. And normally, you know, there's actually a little bathroom, and she would go in the bathroom and whatever. I don't know. pee, and then from there, you know, she'd meet us outside and all that. She'd see me completely soaking wet, and then she would be reminded, hey, this is why I don't ride this thing, you know what I mean? Even though you get dry in 0.5 seconds because it's like 100 degrees outside, you know, it's all about the fun, you know what I mean? If you're that worried about getting wet, Mom, hopefully you're not watching this, you know, hopefully, you know, it shouldn't be too bad, but who knows? I don't know what the Princess and the Frog ride is doing, and this is, of course, when you're on the actual ride. So yeah, here we go. How long did it take? It's about an 8-minute in this video, but, you know, you could be waiting anywhere from an hour to a little over, or under, you know what I mean? Like, when we went last year, we hardly waited for this. It was maybe like a 15-minute wait the entire time, you know? So I am glad I got to ride it one last time, but I'm not going to talk the whole ride, because I kind of want to experience it, but, oh boy, what a crazy... I turned it off a little bit. I turned it down in the beginning just because I don't think you'd want to hear constant chattering and noise. I don't mind that because it's like the atmosphere of Disney. People effing screaming and all that, but, you know, whatever. So, yeah, so Brer Rabbit, as the frog thing said, he's looking for his laughing place. And he's looking just for some magical place where you can just laugh and have fun all day. I say. And just look at the freaking sky, man. Look at that. Like, dude, it's hot. And it feels so good to get on a water ride when it's hot. The little, like, tree things. When I was a kid, I always thought, like, the big hill, the 50-foot hill in the end would, like, kill you if you stuck your hands out. You'd get impaled on that. You get impaled. But I don't know why. We didn't. But, you know, I thought I was going to die. I didn't die, so that's good. Yeah, and there's actually a water thing here, right where this is. Whenever people go down that hill, there's like a water sprout that goes shoots water. It stopped. I don't think it's gonna work here. It's been broken for a few years actually. I think the reason why they didn't fix it is just because they knew about this, you know, ride change. But I mean, this is like changing the freaking Carousel of Progress. You know what I mean? Which, I mean, what's with the ads, dude? And, you know, when we start clean, the possibilities are endless. Start clean, Clorox.
This guy was going just a
Look at the damage. Oh, God.
Look at the damage.
Oh, shit. Anyway, on a better note. Wait a minute. How do you run your own daughter over? What the fudge, man? Anyway, let's go. Yeah, so that was weird. So this is... oh, boy. Water. This is water. You're going to see water hit you in the face with those things. But the music is so good. The animatronics, you know, they're not great. They're old. You know, Brer Rabbit hardly effing works half the time. They call him like the $1 Million Bunny. Or $1 Million Rabbit because he keeps breaking down. They keep having to fix him. Now this isn't an issue, but I'm just going to shut up for a minute. You listen to this music, man. This is good world building stuff. You can just go through this entire ride and just look at the sides. You know, I mean, like, people don't... They take it at face value. They go, oh, look, bunnies. But if you actually pay attention, there's a story within a story. And it's actually really good. Like, it's like a movie. It sets up an act. So right now you're in the adventure part. You're kind of going on this awesome adventure. It sets up what's to come in the future. And those rocks, man, iconic rocks. That color just evokes like a Frontierland Disney Wild West-esque kind of feel. Even though Big Thunder Mountain is that, you know, this has that too. See, I can do it too. Shut up, Dave! Right, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Look at the view, though. That's pretty dope. There's Brer Rabbit. He's in there. That's his little home. Then to the right, you're going to see... I'm like a tour guide. And to your right, you're going to see Brer Bear over there. See the bear claw, the bear footprints in the dirt? I don't know how the heck Brer Bear fits in that friggin' door. He's like the size of a bus. But whatever. I guess he... I guess that's before he hibernates, right? Here's Slip and Falls. I always love looking at that rickety, broken-ass bridge as you fall down like Temple of Doom thing. You know what I mean? You gotta put your hands up. You know what I mean? If you're not watching this with your hands up, I don't know what you're doing. There's the bees. Some foreshadowing with the bees. Good stuff. And here we're in the inside. Good stuff here. So it's a nice little ride to, you know, take a break from the heat. You know what I mean? A little bit. I thought that said pretty good sure as you're a boy my whole life, but it's pretty good sure as you're born. No one told me. Just, it didn't happen. Alright, so there's Brer Fox and Brer Bear hunting Brer Rabbit. As you can tell, Brer Bear is kind of stupid. You're a little dumb. You're a little dumb bear. There's a porcupine dude. With the harmonica guy.
Look yonder. There goes Brer Rabbit. Being chased by Brer
Fox and Brer Bear, as usual. And you see a little Brer Fox and Brer Bear silhouette on the screen. That's just how he sounds. So look, the mouse don't move. All right, give me a freaking break. These are old animatronics, but it gets the job done. You know what I mean? I swear to God, this ride is. Whenever I love every Disney ride, but whenever I ride this one, it means you're at the park. You know what I mean? And it sucks they got rid of it, but I'm glad it's on YouTube here to be preserved. You know, millions of channels have this, but the 4K Walt Disney World, you know, he's I think one of the better ones. But it's really cool that you know, YouTube has this ability they can kind of. YouTube is like a time capsule, you know what I mean? You stick shite in it, and then 20 years later, you're like, oh, I remember that. Sadly, it's only 1 year, but. Hey, yo! Hold up there! That's iconic, bro. I know. Alright, we're going to Laughing Place. See all the different Porcupine, all the different locations and world building they have. It's freaking cool. There's Brer Rabbit on the top. Bear's stuck in that hole because he's tubby. And there's Brer Fox. And here's another hill, of course, in the dark. Now, little advice here. This is my first story. This ride right here, this hill right here, I had my hat on. I don't know why I had my hat on because I'm not. I don't know. I just did. I had my glasses on, obviously, not my sunglasses. Just, you know, these glasses. I had my baseball cap on, right? Like a Disney World hat. I was all excited. My mom got it for me. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to wear it. It's cool. We go on the ride. This hill, it's in the dark. We go down the hill. We get off of the hill, and my hat's gone. I'm like, where'd the hat go? Fudge? And I didn't notice it until I went down the hill. Like, it didn't, like... Maybe it was the wind. I don't know. Maybe I was just having too much fun. But I didn't notice my hat was gone. And my dad's like, where the hell is your hat? I'm like, what? And my hat it went right in the water. And there it went. So we bought a new one after the ride was over. Legend has it, my hat is still in the water to this day. Fun fact, I never got it out. It's still there. In fact, it'll be there when we ride the Tiana's Bouncing Baby Bayou ride. The Bouncing Betty ride. It's still in the water. Like, this is actually really cool because when you go down the hill, beside the point that I lost my hat, you never really notice this green here because the ride is so friggin' dark. But thankfully, you know, this video it picks it up, so that's cool. A little green hue. There's Brer Bear getting attacked by some bees. Because he deserves it. Just some funny hijinks. And, yeah, good stuff. Here's another hill. Not as steep, I don't think. This is where we're officially in the Laughing Place. So Brer Rabbit, as you can tell, he has found his Laughing Place. He's found his adventure. He's riding high. Everything's awesome. You know what I mean? This is like the crux of the story. He's let's go. Everything's going great, you know? And of course, the water's splashing. Normally, these things here, these like spout-looking things, they actually shoot water across. I don't know if it'll do that here, but normally it does do that. Let's go. Turn it upside down, and you'll find yours, I know. This is sick, man. Like, my heart explodes every time I watch it, man. Like, I was gonna take my girlfriend on this one. I don't have a girlfriend. Not yet. When I get one, you know, I was gonna take her on that, but I guess we'll have to go on Princess in the Fog. But there's a little chipmunk here that goes down from the ceiling. Right there. I'm not going to say I know this from heart. Alright, TPM videos, I watched a video and he told me. If you don't know, this little chipmunk here, if you're in the front row, he says F, and he says F FSU. Like F as in fudge, S as in swimming, I guess, and then U as in United States of America. FSU is Florida State University. So the guy that, one of the Imagineers that actually worked on the ride made that chipmunk say FSU was kind of a little Easter egg to where some of the people that worked on this ride went to college or school to, do this kind of stuff at. Now this is the part where Brer Rabbit is kind of effed up in a sense. He's captured by Brer Fox, and this is and it's awesome because you go from this amazing height of like, wow, this is cool, you know what I mean? This is awesome, Brer Rabbit's had his fun. He found the laughing place. We're laughing. We're having fun. We're getting wet a little bit, not in a weird way. And then also in this sense, it's like, oh, cool, what can go wrong? This is what can go wrong. This is the 50-foot hill. Now, there are hills that are bigger, but in Disney, this was the biggest shite for me. And again, the Universal one was like 80 or something, but every time I see this, either on a video or in real life, it's different in real life. When you see those two birds talking, and you see these scary eyes, and you hear that foreboding music, you know you're going to get splashed by water. You know you're going down a 50-foot hill. You know you're going to get that feeling in your stomach. And for some reason, I've been on this ride countless times. Every time, it's like anxiety-inducing. In a good way. It's like a good anxiety, you know what I mean? I can't explain it. Like your adrenaline, you know what I mean? It's like taking a shot of adrenaline mixed with some Ritalin, you know what I'm saying? There's the red eyes they watch you, kind of like Haunted Mansion eyes, I guess. Yeah, squeezy. Here we go. Now there is an Easter egg up here. If you notice, there's a rock formation right when you go down, right when you're going. If you look to the left, there's a big rock. It's shaped like Mickey Mouse's face. So look for that. I'm not pausing. There's Brer Rabbit getting cooked at the spit. And there's the Mickey right there. See it with the nose? Here we go. Hands up. Friar Patch. There you go. I don't know why I said woo. But there you go. That's it. Normally I close my eyes. Just because I'm a baby. But my dad, trust me, I close my eyes or all sometimes. Normally I open my eyes and I look and I scream. My dad, he's like this and he's like all freaking out. You know what I mean? He's like hugging me. I'm like, get a grip. There's the steamboat that goes through the water. But yeah, man, that was it. The 50-foot hill. That's one of the biggest thrills in the entire, I would say, all 4 parts for sure. I mean, it's freaking awesome. It's iconic. It's a legendary ride. And basically, it kind of shows that, A, you're wet now. B, that was a lot of fun. And 3, Brer Rabbit has managed to escape captivity from the hands of Brer Fox. And now he's down there and he's riding high, you know what I mean? Now, this is the point where normally my dad and I were laughing because we're wet. It was a lot of fun, you know what I mean? It's really cool. And then, from there, you just kind of get stuck here. And normally there's a big log pile up. But there was a thing, which I forgot to tell about the story. I thought it was back here. It's not. I'll go back after the video's over and tell you real quick. It's actually before... I think it was over there. Now, one year we did get stuck right at the end, like after this scene where Brer Rabbit and the bird are talking. We got stuck there for about 30 minutes, and I never thought I didn't want to hear that rabbit talk, but, I'd kill to do that, you know what I mean, metaphorically, to do that again, you know what I mean? I miss this ride so freaking much. And it's cool, you don't expect, do you think the ride's over after the hill, and then you go in this room, and there's all this stuff, you know what I mean? There's a whole, the Zippity Lady, pretty cool. Dude, the animatronics, the way they move, man, it's just iconic. Just a fun time, man. It really sets the tone for Frontierland, Adventureland, all the lands. It's awesome. Iconic Disney attraction. It's a war crime. It is a cardinal sin that they got rid of this ride, okay? Even the Pope can't save you from this one, alright? God himself won't forgive you for getting rid of this ride. But this is the point where we got stuck for about an hour straight. You're like, oh, that's not too bad. When you hear that song for about an hour, yeah. It's fun, though. Not too bad. It's the truth. It's actual. Everything is satisfaction. Son, yeah. Cool stuff. And that's it. That's where you disembark, and then Dad and I go through. There's a little exit. I don't know if he'll show it. I think he will, actually. And then, yeah, he does. And then from there, that's where Mom is, and she's like, "Oh, you got soaked." I'm like, "Nah, it wasn't too bad." But overall, again, the ride is great. The animatronics are great. The atmosphere is freaking awesome. Everything about this ride is just extremely awesome. I don't know how other would put it. I mean, it's classic Disney. It's a fantastic ride. It's a crime and a shame they got rid of it for pretty stupid reasons, honestly. I'm sure I'm not a Disney hater. I am sure that the new Princess and the Frog ride will be objectively amazing because Disney doesn't spend millions of dollars to make a crap product. I don't like the woke stuff as much as the next guy, but I'm not a Disney hater in the sense that everything they touch turns to scarlet rot, you know what I mean, from Elden Ring. So no, I mean, I'm not excited for it, but at the same time, I know it's going to be a good ride, but it is what it is. You see some pictures. They do take your picture. Don't flip them off. If you're a lady, don't do the tatas, you know what I mean? Just go down normally, you know, because if you do anything inappropriate, they'll ban your picture, probably ban you for life. Not talking from experience, I'm just saying. Now, this, after I lost my hat that one time, this is where we went and we bought another hat. At this little store here. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. They got some cool... Mother! Dude, before I watched the video, I literally made sure to go through all the ads. This guy has like 1,800 ads in this video. The most powerful cordless vacuum with HEPA filtration. What? Dyson... What? Alright. Whatever that said. Here's some pictures, I believe... I don't know. I don't think they're from the movie. I know these... Well, obviously the animated cartoon animals are from the movie. But... cool little Disney plushies right there. That's kind of cool. There's a Goofy. I have that Goofy, by the way. There's Brer Rabbit. Oh, my heart, dude. I love doing this. Like, this is my first time reacting to a Disney video. If you guys want me to react to more Disney videos and kind of give you my insight, my opinions on them, make sure to tell me down below, because, heck, I'll do them all. I don't mind. Even though I'm in Disney now, when this goes live, I can't get enough of these rides, man. I just can't get enough of Disney World in general. I plan on taking my future wife there, or girlfriend, you know what I mean? Hell, I plan on proposing in front of the Epcot ball, you know what I mean? Or something like that. You know, it's going to be sick. I plan on retiring here and maintaining the boats between the Wyndham and Port Orleans, you know what I mean? Place is pretty dope. And it sucks the ride's gone, but that's basically it. There's not a whole much more. He just kind of leaves. Frontierland, really cool stuff there. There's a statue. There you go, Brer Rabbit and Brer Fox and Brer Bear. Really iconic statue right there. Very, very cool stuff. And, yeah, man, I'm very excited. So thank you to 4K Walt Disney World. I actually had a conversation with him almost a year ago, actually, and I kind of asked, hey, can I do this? And he said, yes, just keep my watermark and all that. And I am. Watermark's been there the whole time. And I will put your channel link in the description down below. And hey, if you guys want me to react to more Disney videos, I can just use his channel and give him credit, and it's going to be a great synergy. So thank you, 4K, for letting me do this. Again, go subscribe to him as well as myself. I'm aiming to get 2,000 subs ASAP. It's been a heck of a long time awaiting. But, yeah, man, Splash Mountain is a fantastic ride. Now, before I go, I'm going to show you where that guy stepped out of the ride and mucked it all up. I told you about the hat. I told you about when I got stuck by the bird for like a half hour. I don't necessarily remember exactly where. I know it was by a tree. All right. I'm gonna guess it was over here somewhere, just for giggles. But we were just for namesake, so I'm not here all day. Imagine we're at this spot. All right. This was a good 10-11 years ago, something like that. And, my dad and I are having fun. It's great. I didn't even have my glasses at that time. I was borderline blind. And so it might not have been, it might have been my uncle. I don't know. It didn't look like my uncle, but I don't know. It could have been a family member for all I know. I was basically blind. But there was a guy making all this racket, and they were just talking. You get these, I don't want to say it in the video, but specific people that make a lot of noise on rides, and they really piss everyone off. And they, like people ride Haunted Mansion, and they go, whoa, boo, and they just like scream and shout for no reason. It kind of ruins the ride. There was a bunch of people in this, and they were all making weird noises. And then, of course, we stopped. There's like a log backup, right? In this area. So imagine there's like 6 or 7 logs in front of us right now, and we're stopped. One of the guys gets out of the log, like, you're strapped in with a bar. He somehow, I guess he was thin enough, he removed the bar, stepped out of the log, and then went behind a tree. And behind the tree, there was a bunch of buttons. He started pushing the buttons, going like that, making all these. That's the noise he was making. He was making a bunch of weird noises, and we were like, "What the heck's going on? What the what? You know, what's going on here?" And of course, that wasn't good. So this guy, this rando dude, is pushing buttons. Now he's not an Imagineer. He didn't effing work there. He's just some dude. He just, I guess, found a control panel. He started hitting things, and then obviously the cast members ran in, and I think the police ran in too, and. They didn't arrest him or shoot him or anything, but they kind of told him to stop, and they put his hands behind his back and all that. And I joke and I say, it would have been kind of funny if the Disney police ran in with Mickey Mouse ears on, but they didn't. That would have been funny, but no, they were just normal cops, and they ran in. Normally, when this stuff happens, there's like a cast member that kind of assist them and say, hey, stop doing crack and get out of my effing park, you know what I mean? But in this case, the police actually showed up and kind of arrested this guy. It wasn't anything too crazy, but for me, I don't know how old I was, maybe 10 or 11, 12. It was pretty nutso, you know what I mean? It was pretty crazy. Just, we're stopping, and we're like, all right, this is kind of boring now. So this guy, I don't know if he had to pee or something, I don't know, he gets up, goes behind a tree, pushing on a button, making random noises. Maybe he was drunk or high, I don't know, but it was quite an experience, man. Normally, you don't get that experience. Disney World is not synonymous with crackheads or drunk people or idiots, you know what I mean? It's synonymous with quality and fun for all ages. Not necessarily about, brawls like you see in Disneyland sometimes. But in this case, I've had some crazy adventures, man, for sure. Just the... Just having all that insane, I was like, what's wrong with my volume? Having the, I guess, what do you call it? Just the experience of losing my hat and getting stopped. And this guy gets out and starts pushing buttons. I mean, it was crazy. But overall, the ride is amazing. So before we end this video, the last thing I'm going to do is tell you again to subscribe to myself, 4K Walt Disney World. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you have any comments on what you want me to react to regarding Disney World, tell me in the comments down below, and I will do it. I promise. I really want to do some reaction videos to the more Disney rides. And, let's go watch the hill again one more time.
How come you aren't laughing? That rare rabbit.
Yeah. Again, through all the stipulations that I mentioned, those aren't really bad things. They're more funny memories. The ride's amazing. Great story, great animatronics, great everything, man. So I'll leave you here on this big hill. Hope you guys enjoyed. And, man, I'm really excited to do more Disney stuff. And I'll be keeping you guys up to date on all this stuff while I'm there. And, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Let's watch this hill. Briar Patch? Good view, too. And then, of course, my glasses get hit with water. But, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I love this ride, and thank you very much for making it 4K. Disney, you sucked for taking it away, but I have no doubt that the new one's going to be amazing, but it hurts my heart. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I can't wait to do more of these awesome reaction videos. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.